Where's my seat?
You're on the dot there, Arsene.
Just get the
Give you that. Go. Okay. Arsene, this is a very small thank you for 20 years of wonderful association as far as Arsenal Football Club is concerned. And this is a present from the board and everybody on and off the pitch. And all I can do is say thank you. And you should have yourself photographed with me more often, because it makes you look very young. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Great honor, 20 years. I think it shows that total commitment from the club and faith in me through good times and some less good times, but of course it's a great privilege, especially in my job, to last for such a long time, and I'm very honored for that, and thank you very much.
Well done, Arsene.
Oh, okay, we'll go again.
Just there, it's fine.
Just there?
It's fine.
Thank you.
Good enough?
Yeah, you have enough. Thank you, Arsene.
Vielen Dank. Schön. Thank you. And me? How are you?
Finish that so everybody gets one. We've got plenty for everybody, but when you come up later, we'll sort it.
Who would you say has helped you most over the past 20 years?
What's helped me the most, certainly my resilience and passion, and certainly the face of the board to stick by me, to stand by me, and I believe that this club is brave, and that's one of the values of the club, and we have shown through years that we can have a good togetherness at the club, and that is always the quality that came out through good and bad moments. We kept our feet on the ground and did always fight together.
And you go into your 21st year here with the club in very good shape and the team in good form.
Yeah, at the moment in recent games we have, I think, combined style and efficiency, and we want to continue that because we want to give pleasure to fans, and we know that that comes with result, but as well with quality, with the quality of the game. And in the recent games against Chelsea and against Basel, we managed to do both.
What's your team news ahead of the Burnley game?
Giroud will be out. He will not come back. And I think Coquelin is looking much better than we expected. He will have a test today, but I still think he will be short for Sunday to play.
So Coquelin, that's a bit quicker than you said, because you thought 3
Much
weeks.
quicker, yes.
Why is that? And
Because his median ligament was not damaged as we thought, and he is keen to start again. He had a session yesterday, but we have to be cautious as well.
despite the fact you've got a lot of choice in that area, it's an important bit of news, that, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. We have plenty of games coming up, but for us now it's we work in cycles of 3. You know, week by week we play 3 games. So we have done well Chelsea, Basel. It's to show that they can finish well the week.
And still no news or good news about Aaron Ramsey's return.
Aaron Ramsey is out of the Wales squad. I should be available after the international break.
How much do you dislike all this fuss, Arsene, personally?
Look, it's not dislike. I don't want. What I think what I've learned in my job is to focus on the next game is the most important, and it can disturb a little bit the concentration for the next game, but he will not.
But can you understand why the whole of football, not just in this country but around the world, is impressed by someone at the top level lasting 20 years?
First of all, because it's very unusual, certainly in the modern world, because now we are much more used. The world wants always to see new faces, have news, you know, and the news is new faces. But I think stability and is very important as well in the companies, and the values, people who carry the values through the generations. It's not always necessarily the manager, but for me a big club is first about values, and values means identity, and the privilege I have to carry these values is of course very important, but very unusual as well in the modern world.
Do you expect anything from the players today?
No, not at all. I want the players to train and focus on the next game.
Will there be a 25th anniversary?
I don't know, you know. I expect. I think I have one quality. I have a passion for the game, and another one. I want. I have always the desire to be better tomorrow than I was yesterday, and if I look back, the way I manage today is not the same than it was 5 years ago, 20 years ago, and how long can I do? I don't know, because
You're not ruling out a 25th anniversary?
I rule nothing out, because I want to work, and I want to do well, but I accept as well that it can finish tomorrow. You know, that's it's a love story, and the love story you expect it always to last forever, but you know it can stop every day.
Bit of a love story between the fans and Theo Walcott at the moment. Can you, obviously his form's to do with him returning to the right, I guess, but is it more than that?
No, I think Walcott has added something to his game. First, by a big resolution before the season started, by putting a big effort into his preparation, and he transfers that now into the game. And when he plays like that, I understand that our fans love him, because I do as well.
Do the fans though need to maybe be patient, not expect him to play like that every week?
What the fans want is total commitment, you know, and after they forgive you, they understand as well that you cannot score in every game 2-3 goals, but they want from him, as long as he has this kind of attitude, they will love him.
And finally, from me, obviously the England job is available again.
Mm-hmm.
You're one of the names again being mentioned, and again I guess you'll say you're not interested.
Well, no, my priority is to do well here, you know, has always been my club, and one day, if I am free one day, why not? But at the moment, I'm focused on my job.
Thank you, Arsene.
Herr Wenger, your press office was so nice to allow me a few questions in German, because it's a very special week, special date. 20 Jahre bei Arsenal, als Sie gekommen sind und wo der Club heute ist, was würden Sie sagen, was hat sich verändert in den 20 Jahren im englischen Fußball, für Sie, aber auch für Arsenal?
Es hat sich viel verändert, alles, der Management hat sich verändert, der Verein ist groß geworden, ist heute ein Weltverein, war damals nicht so groß und auch nicht so teuer, und Fußball ist populär geworden, ist ein Weltsport geworden. Heute, wenn ich auf dem Trainingsgelände rausgehe, sehe ich Chinese People oder von Hongkong. Das heißt, alles hat sich verändert, und der Druck ist auch größer geworden. Aber was sich nicht verändert hat, ist der Zusammenhalt innerhalb des Vereines, ist immer dasselbe geblieben.
Der moderne Fußball, wie Sie sagen, hat sich sehr verändert. Heute sehe ich immer mehr Mannschaften, die nur noch defensiv spielen. Beispiel Atletico. Sie verfolgen immer Ihren Weg.
Ja, weil ich glaube, man kann auch nur dauern, wenn man Fußball spielt, und glaubt, was man macht, ist richtig. Und das ist eine Empfehlung, das sehr wichtig ist. Ich glaube, es ist wichtig, dass die Spieler spielen und wenn sie auf den Platz gehen, um offensiv zu spielen. Das glaube ich, habe ich auch von Deutschland gelernt. Deutschland hat in der History immer Fußball gespielt und versucht zu spielen.
Können Sie sich vorstellen,
Danke.
auch nochmal zu trainieren?
In Deutschland, warum nicht?
Dankeschön.
Danke vielmals.
Danke.
Arsene, how significant does the last week, 10 days feel? Feel like a corner's been turned?
It looks like we have moved forward, in the quality of our game, and so it's down to we have found a good balance between attacking and defending. You know that our drive is always to go forward, and that the team has at the moment more belief in what we want to do and the way we want to do things, but we have to take care of that and keep the focus very high.
You have an exceptional record against recently promoted sides. How dangerous do you feel Burnley are, and what do you have to be wary of whenever you play a team like that?
I believe that to go into the game with the same commitment, the same focus we had in the recent games, and the danger from Burnley comes from the fact that they are very efficient in some aspects of their game. They are very well organised defensively. They don't concede goals at home. They've shown that against Liverpool and against Watford, and they are very dangerous on set pieces as well, very dangerous on counter-attacks, and so we have to prepare well.
Question at the back from BBC Africa.
So, Arsene, in the last 20 years that you have managed this club, what would be your reflections of the African players that you have managed, and amongst them, whom would you say has had the greatest impact on your career?
They had a massive impact on my career, yes, because I always managed African players from the moment I started in a top league in France, after in Nancy, in Monaco. I had always African players. I like the fact that they were creative, they are usually offensive players, players who have imagination, they have pace as well and power, and they combine usually well strength and agility, and that's very difficult to find. But overall, I think they are usually passionate people. There's a big passion in Africa for the game, and that's something they're happy on the football pitch, and I think that's something fantastic for us.
The most outstanding amongst them, the one who has had greatest impact.
The greatest impact?
Yeah.
Look, here not, but Kanu had a massive impact here, Kolo Touré, but I had George Weah, that I made start, so all these players had a massive impact.
Question here.
When you look back over the last 20 years, for you, what has been the highlight, and how proud are you of actually reaching that milestone of 20 years?
I don't know. I think it's a privilege for me. I do not look back. Maybe what people will keep is the invincible year, maybe. But for me, the job of a manager is to do always the maximum with the team you have available, and that's what I try to do. And after, you do like a marathon. You do one step after the other. When you look back, you have made the distance, but you're only obsessed always by the next game, and that's what you expect, always a perfect game in the next game, and that's what you work for.
But what do you still want to achieve here? What do you still want to achieve here? What's the still goal?
I want to win absolutely everything, and play the perfect game in every single game. It's my dream, and get people to enjoy what they see, and the players to enjoy what they do.
Last one, James. Congratulations on your achievement. you had any contact from Stan Kroenke?
Yeah,
What did he say?
he was at the game against Chelsea, and he was in the board meeting we had.
I just wondered if he congratulated you on that.
Yeah, of course.
Given the way management's changed in your time here, do you think anyone will ever reach 20 years at a club again?
I hope so. I hope, because it's not necessarily a job where you have to be unstable, but if you look at the numbers, it's quite worrying. The evolution of the numbers, you know, the average life expectancy of a manager in England at the moment is about less than 18 months. So that's not very promising.
The affection that Sir Chips has and the board have for you, obviously, does that influence you in terms of what you're going to do at the end of the season at all?
Yes, of course. But what did influence me the most is the fact that I feel I do well and that I can move this team forward.
Do you still plan to make that decision at the end of the season?
Yes.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Arsene.
Appreciate